Hey everyone. With the coronavirus becoming a global pandemic, I wanted to take a second to speak briefly on the topic. We're going through a very difficult time right now, but I hope everyone will continue to keep health as the number one priority. Many of us are spending more and more time in our homes. Today, I thought it could be nice to share a few tips using everyday household goods to brighten up your day. In front of me, I have this wood board. It could be a cutting board you have in your kitchen, or it could be a serving tray, or whatever you think would be suitable in your house. Onto this, I have taken a few champagne glasses. I have filled them up quite a lot with water to make sure that there is a certain stability in the glasses since that we are arranging flowers in them. Sometimes if there's too little water, there can be a little bit of instability, so I suggest quite a lot of water in each of the glasses. I'm trying to keep this really simple, so I have taken 2 types of flowers, and then I have some hypericum and a bit of leaves here. To create a bit of fun and a communication subject, I've taken these hypericum berries, sort of taken them off the flower here. I made a small handful of berries here, so I'm sort of going to drop these into the water. Then the tulips, I have nice double tulip here, and then I'll slowly sort of decorate the flowers sort of from side to side to create a bit of movement. This could be nice for a small dinner setup, to have the flowers sort of coming from side to side. It's on purpose that I let some of the longer leaves on the tulip stay on to sort of come down to the bottom of the glass. I think that looks quite nice. I'll show you one more again here, where I really let the leaf sort of come over the glass, sort of create even more movement. I have prepared 10 tulips. I think even 7 or 9 could do it as well. I like to use uneven numbers. Let me use 9 tulips, so we have that. But of course you can use as many as you wish. I often suggest only using 2 or 3 types of flowers. The reason for that is just to keep things simple. I think sometimes when you trying too hard, choosing too many flowers, sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to sort of become satisfied with what you have done. So I like to use just a few, 2 or 3 types of flowers when I arrange like this. I explained before this as a dining centerpiece. It could also be somewhere else in your house, on a small chest of drawers or somewhere else where you think it could be nice to brighten up with a bit of flowers. So here we have 2 types. It's very, very simple, basically going from left to right. That's how I am arranging the flowers in. I thought these geranium leaves here smells really nice, so I thought I wanted to put a few of these in just to sort of add on a bit of, just to add a bit of fragrance to the arrangement. Here we go. So again, very, very simple, but quite fun to arrange on a table. You could also use some of those hypericum berries here. You could also just use them and sort of decorate them around on your tray or board or whatever you have chosen to use as your base. So this is one idea that you can use at home. There's also most likely a lot of you who does a bit of gardening and has a garden where you can take different things. Here I've taken some like antique copper cups that I took from my house. These ones here I put in very simple Christmas roses, Helleborus, and then added on a few adiantum leaves. You might have that in a garden or in a plant. It could also be another plant you have in your house where you could chop off one of a few things to arrange together with the flowers. There might be a whole lot of other different flowers in your garden, depending on where you are in the world. Another idea here is a little bit taller glass. It's a little bit the same concept as the champagne glasses that I used before. These are Dosti Mela. A lot of you also maybe have these in your garden. I found these gorgeous color lilies that's really like double, really open, very interesting. So I thought I just wanted to arrange 3 of those in this vase here to show you how simple things can be. I also often use like dinner plates, small bowls. If you have roses or other things, like take the head off and put the petals out on a plate and decorate with a few flowers on top. There's so many things you can do with the items that you have at home. So I often say, don't think too much about it. Just try as many different things as you want to. I hope that you have enjoyed some of these very simple tips that I had today. So please stay safe, and I'll see you next week.